Thank you so much, everybody, for your patience. We are really excited today to have our guest with us, Catherine Potin. She has a company called Wealthy Planet Marketing, and her specialty, of course, is social media and digital marketing. And of course, before I forget, allow me to introduce the other Catherine, because this will be confusing. We'll be getting Catherine, and Aileen. I feel so left out.
But it will be easy to tell who's talking because Catherine is, she has a lovely French accent.
Yes, absolutely. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Catherine and I are the two blondes, and we are the profitable salon owner. We're assisting salon owners in getting profitable fast is our number one priority. And one of the biggest things that we find in our small business, any small business, and particularly the salon and spa industry, and also the fitness industry too, because there's so many similarities between them, is maintaining a social media program. And Catherine is here to answer some really burning questions for us. And I think that we should start out, first of all, by asking Catherine how she got involved in social media and the digital marketing in particular.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I got started about 15 years ago when internet started blooming. I got started with affiliate websites. And what an affiliate is a website. It's basically a sales rep on the web. It's someone that is going to bring traffic to their website in order to sell your product. And what that does is that it forces you to really learn about organic traffic and knowing how to maintain a vibrant and healthy website.
May I interrupt, Catherine?
Absolutely.
Because I think that term organic, we tend to think vegetables when we think organic, or perhaps free-run chicken.
Okay, so
if you could explain what organic
absolutely,
is.
yes. So organic, there's two types of traffic you can get on. Actually, three types of traffic you can get when you're online. Number one traffic is organic traffic. So what it means is the natural traffic is people are naturally finding you. You're ranking on Google. People are typing hair salon in Victoria, for example, and you're coming on the first page in the first 10 search. That's organic traffic. Second type of traffic is referral traffic. So now you somehow associated with yourself with another business that is complementary to yours. Say a fitness center, say a spa salon or something like that. Then they will direct traffic to your website. So that's referral. And then the third type of traffic is a paid traffic through Google ads, Facebook ads, any other search engine paid traffic. So you have three types of traffic.
Well, thank you. So over the last 15 years, what kind of businesses have you been working with?
Well, I mainly worked with small businesses and medium-sized businesses. And the reason for that is what I found is often in small and medium business, you have all the hats. You have to be the accountant, you have to be the marketer, you have to be the owner, you have to be everyone. And
absolutely.
That is very, very difficult, and I'm sure you both can relate to that. So I came in first, at the time, it was building a website to create an online presence for that particular business and maintaining their website and maintaining their online reputation. I love doing that. But then a few years later came social media, mainly with Facebook to start with. And for me, it was a revelation because I felt all of a sudden the platform was, the ground was even between big businesses and small-sized businesses. Everyone had a chance. Everyone has a chance to become a big fish in a little pond. And ultimately, that's where you want to be.
I hear it.
Yeah,
okay.
that's great.
So let's start with websites.
Okay.
Because a lot of it flows from that. Should a small business have a website? One of the things that Catherine and I see a lot of is that in small businesses, such as the ones that we call on and talk to, is they don't have a website. They just have a Facebook page. So tell us, what's the importance of having a website?
The importance of having a website, it helps you create your unique identity. So you may have, say, many hair salons or many spas in Victoria, but every single one of them have a unique identity, catered to a specific target market, have a specialty. And if you don't have a web page where you explain what is so special about your business, who is going to do that? So that's where you need that's where you need a website.
Well, of course, one of the things we were talking about, Catherine, is the fact that the other Catherine is that Vagaro offers
a website. Yeah, and it's beautifully done. The graphics are really nice on them. It's clean, and I think that's an important aspect of aligning with Vagaro.
Well, it is, because putting together a website, as Catherine will tell us, is extremely expensive.
It's expensive and it's time consuming. It takes a lot of time. So if you have a website that's kind of already existing and that you can build on that, I highly recommend you take on that opportunity.
Okay, so what are sort of the rules, though, kind of behind the whole website thing? Because again, you know, one of the things we often see is somebody builds a website and they go there,
and they never touch it again.
Well, in my books, there's 2 rules. Number 1 rules: be authentic, have integrity, and be honest. Be natural on your website. Really describe what your business is about and who you are. So that's the number 1 rule. Second rule is keep it fresh. Go back to organic a little bit, but keep it fresh. Keep it changing. Change your homepage. Change your. Maybe one day you're going to feature, or say 1 week or even 1 month, you're getting into wedding season. Start featuring some wedding views. But maybe now we're getting into the spring, or we're getting into summer. Now you want to change your approach. You're offering something different. And what that does is every time you add content to your website, it just forces the algorithm to come back to you. Hey, okay, let me backtrack a little bit. Google search engine in general are starving for fresh content. So every time you're putting something new online, all of a sudden those Google bots and whatnot, algorithm, and I don't want to get into the technical aspect of it, they're like, hey, fresh content, what's going on? Poof, and they come, and now they are giving you a little boost in the search, in the ranking, a little boost here, a little boost there. And all of a sudden, you know, within a few months, you might find yourself at the top of the page. And the only reason what is going to set you aside from your competition is that you've taken the time, maybe half an hour every week, say for example, and you're going to add a little bit of fresh content, a little bit of fresh content, which makes your site interesting, interactive, and give your visitors a reason to come back to your website.
So basically what I'm hearing you say then, Catherine, is do not rely on that old adage, build it and they will come.
No.
Oh, no.
So you must keep moving with it and keep it fresh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it ties into social media.
Absolutely.
Because if you're going to have Facebook, Instagram, any of these other things, it all ties together.
That is very true. Now your website becomes support for what you do. So say, for example, you have someone coming to do a hairstyle for a wedding, and you have consent from that person, and now you're going to do a little video, and you're going to talk on how you're going to approach it. Maybe you're going to do a pre-consultation, and you can record all of that, and then put all of that on your website. Now you go to Facebook, you're creating a little post about that, how you went about to create that experience for your client, and you can refer back to your website. Now you've done 2 things. Number 1, you're creating new content for your website. Number 2, you're authentic and natural, because this is exactly how you do your business. Number 3, you are creating and sending traffic from Facebook to your website, because people will look at your post. Oh, that's interesting. Now they're going to go click the link, go to your website, and now this is really interesting, and they're going to start sharing your content. So now you're leveraging your efforts.
That sounds fantastic.
So that's all about engagement.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
All about engagement.
Well, let's talk about the overview of social media, because it is so much in our
It's
minds.
overwhelming too. To a lot of people, it's very overwhelming. It's small business owners.
And of course, you know, we do use the services of Catherine, because Catherine and I, the other Catherine and I, really believe that, you know, you do what you do best and you hire for the rest.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we totally understand social media, but we are not experts at using it, or et cetera, et cetera. So we hire someone to take care of these things for us. So Catherine, tell us a little bit about social media in general, and then we can get into some of the specifics.
Well, let's make it really simple. Social media is basically the old and still exist and still valid networking that we used to have when you build your business. If you wanted to build your business, you go to networking events, you do go face to face, you have people referring you, businesses, your client are going to talk about you to other people. So social media is the exact same principle. What it does is that you can leverage your efforts, basically. That's what you do. So currently you have about 5 really strong social media platforms. You have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have Twitter, you have YouTube, and you have LinkedIn and Pinterest. That makes it 6, right? So depending on your industry, you're going to pick one or the other. And depending on your target market, you're going to pick one or the other.
Now, when you say one, you only need...
I say you need 2. 2 good platforms that you're going to go and really build and you really be consistent with.
Why
right?
just 2?
Well, again, going back, we're business owners. We're small business owners. We wear many, many hats. If you try to do too much, you're going to just spread yourself out too thin and you're not going to do it.
So you dilute your efforts.
You dilute your effort. Instead, if you pick 2 and say, okay, I'm going to just do Instagram and Facebook, and I'm going to really be that big fish in the little pond. And then you just go and work on that until you get 500, 1,000, 2,000 followers. And then when you're at that place, now you say, okay, can I expand my business? Where can my other customer come from? Maybe I have to look at another platform in order to reach a different target market, for example.
Okay, so in your opinion, for a small business, what are the most important social media platforms? Or does it vary from industry to industry?
It does vary from industry to industry, but I think Facebook is still incredibly strong. We can say whatever we want about Facebook. It is the easiest platform to use. Mm-hmm. It is also the one with the biggest membership. Mm-hmm. So I would definitely do Facebook. And then Facebook is tied into Instagram. So Facebook and Instagram, for me, they go hand to hand. Those are the 2 ones that I use the most. When I work with the business world, people that are on the go a lot, I tend to use Twitter. Twitter is a bit more tricky because it requires a lot more of your attention. You have to post more often. So often, unless you have a dedicated person that do that on your team, I would just say don't worry too much about Twitter at this point. If you're in the industry, the hair salon industry, anything that is graphic with pictures where you can create beautiful, you're very creative and whatnot, Pinterest is something that you may want to look at. But at this point, if you haven't done any social media, I would say just focus on Facebook and Instagram. And then the other thing you may want to do is start building a little YouTube channel. Now, the reason for that is twofold. Number one, when you're doing videos, it's live, it's interesting. People love videos. Number 2, it creates content for your website. And number 3, it also allows you, videos takes a lot of space when you have a website. Run them on YouTube and your website will not slow down because all of a sudden you have a lot of videos. So you're creating a new channel, you're literally leveraging your efforts. That's what you're doing.
So is it easy to start a YouTube channel?
It's really easy. Just create an account.
It's so easy. I was able to do it.
It's really, really easy. Really, really easy. And
trust me, people, if I can do it, anyone can do it. So
those are the platform that I would be focusing on. On Facebook, I don't know if you know that, but it's you have tools that allows you to schedule your post. So I know time is of the essence. So the way I do it is I create what I call a social media schedule. I usually recommend at least 5 posts a week. If you only can do 3, do 3, but do it consistently.
Let's just stop there because consistency is everything.
Is key.
Yeah.
So what you do is you decide how many posts you're going to do, and you decide ahead of time what they are going to be about. Usually you know what your schedule is like. So again, if we go back to that, a client that is coming for a hairdo for a wedding, or coming to do a total makeover or something like that, you want to capture that moment. Yeah. Okay.
And I just want to interject here and say, we always talk about setting aside time to work on your business, not working in your business. This is a perfect example of working on your business. because you need to set aside some time. Now, it doesn't have to be hours and hours a week. It could be an hour to even 2 hours. If you did that, you could even schedule 2 weeks worth of content. Sorry, my other line. Oh my gosh, why is it ringing?
They love you. Call me. Don't be afraid.
Now they're gone. So anyway,
what's going to happen is as you're getting into, so start exactly what Catherine was saying. Start putting an hour aside. And what's going to happen?
Sorry, I gotta unplug this phone.
If we're not challenged with one thing today, we're challenged with another. Yeah.
So what's going to happen is, so you're going to put an hour aside, you know, say on the Monday morning, you're putting an hour aside and you're going to start working on your social media schedule. So it's going to look something like this. Okay, I know I had this client coming on Thursday, so I know I can do a video there. So I'm going to do that. And then, you know, on Friday, I want you to talk about the importance of, and I'm going to say something really silly, the importance of hair trimming. And then on Tuesday, we're going to do a little thing about, it's going to be just a little picture about the salon, just featuring the salon. And then we have a new staff coming in on Tuesday, so we'll do a little feature about that person. Boom, the posts are done, right? Now, what's going to happen is, the next time when you're going to sit down, or as your week goes along, you're going to realize, hey, that could be a social media post. Hey, that could be a social media post. So what you do is you all have a cell phone, and sure, you can record in your cell phone. Hey, social media schedule, talk about this, talk about that. So such and such client asked me about a color, about my hair. What should I do? What should I not do? What do you do it this way? Boom, another post here. And then as you're going through your day, now you're building your social media content. You're building your posts. Now when you're going to sit down next week, you may be able to put in an hour. You may be able to put 10 posts together
and schedule them. You're not going to use them all at once. You're going to schedule them.
But can I just say something else about scheduling? I think it's really important for people to understand their own target market and when their audience is actually going to be viewing their posts.
Well, that takes it right into, because scheduling is really important, because it's just like you said, Kath, if you don't know who your target market is, you don't know when to schedule your post. So tell us, talk a little bit about the scheduling process.
So what's happening with the schedule, it actually free up your time, believe it or not. Every Facebook page runs some statistics, and they're called insights in Facebook. And they gives you an idea about who is on your page, who is following you, their age, where they're coming from. So that gives you a good idea, and when they're online as well. So that gives you a good idea of, you know, how to create your post and target it to the right audience, as well as when should you be posting. So if all of your people are online, you know, at 10 o'clock at night, well, you're not going to do any posting at noon. Right. You're going to, okay, they're 10 o'clock, so let's post 10:15 or 10:30 maybe, right? And then at the beginning, when your page is quite young, you're going to do a bit of trial and error. You're going to post something at noon, and it's going to have a lot of hit, because that's when they're on. Or it's going to be, you know, so, and that's, you will see all of that on your insight. So you regularly, it's really easy to access.
Well, can I just interject here, Catherine? Because it just brought to mind something that I also think is very important. Often as small businesses, we rely on our personal Facebook page to do the business for us. And we should really have a business Facebook page. And can you tell us where, just to give a quick idea, where do we find the insights on Facebook?
Well, when you are on your page and you are an admin on your page, you look up the top bar right under the blue bar of Facebook. You are going to something to say that says Insight, I believe. It just says. Just click on just click on that, and you'd be amazed at the amount of stats that you're going to be able to gather. And saying that, I'm just going to add one more little piece of advice. If you're doing your page yourself, always be an admin on your page, even if you don't know anything about technology or anything about social media. Always be an admin. There is, I believe, 5 different levels of possibility of how you can run your Facebook page. So you have the admin, you have the creator, you have the writer, you have different positions. the admin has the ability to bring a new person on as, how am I going to say that in an easier term? It would be a lot easier if I could show you, but the admin is just the highest position. That person can kick someone else out. So if you bring in another admin, so let's say Catherine and Aileen are running a Facebook page together. Aileen is the administrator and Catherine is the writer, for example. Aileen has the ability to delete Catherine from the Facebook page, but Catherine does not have that ability. My point here is, if you're doing your own Facebook page, you always be an admin. Say you have a staff member that is really good at what they do and they want to take social media on. Great. You can have them as an admin as well, so they have more possibilities. But be aware that they could lock you out of your own Facebook business page. And the reason I say that is I've seen that happen, and then all of your effort all of a sudden are being washed away. Right? So you have to be really careful who you're giving that admin position to. Right. So it just gives you administrative control. So make sure you're the admin. Great advice. Thank you, Catherine. Okay, while we're still on the Facebook, tell us the difference between a boosted post and a Facebook ad. All right. So a boosted ad? A Facebook post, when you're boosting a post, you've probably seen that if you have a Facebook page already, on the right side, just right below your post, there's a little button there and it says boost. So if you click on that, basically you have the same abilities as creating an ad, but you can have more text, a bigger description on your post than you would in an ad. Yes. And you also have less. So you have more description, but less possibilities in terms of where is your ad going to show. That's really the main difference. So it will only show into people's newsfeed, while the ad can show in the newsfeed, can also show on the side of the page, and can also show, you can also have it formatted so that it will show on your mobile, desktop, or tablet. So which one has more power, do you think? They both have power. It depends what you want to do. So say, for example, we're going to go back to this wedding, getting ready for a wedding kind of idea. Okay. So it's a kind of a lengthy process. You may have, we all know people's attention is quite small. So you may break your video in maybe a minute, 30 seconds and whatnot. And so you're going to have a lot of content there. You're going to create maybe a page on your website with all the how it goes, how did you come to the process, how you're dealing with your client, and how you're going from this hairdo to this hairdo. So that's kind of like a big page right there. Well, you can't have all of that on Facebook. So you're going to create a little post with a little introduction. This is what we did. Check out the website. Now you're going to boost that post and direct traffic to your website. That's one way you can do it. Right? You got a lot of content, and you have a lot to say, and you want people to go and check out that post. I would recommend a boosted post. Let's take another example. You bringing a new product, or you're bringing a new, let's say a new product, a fantastic product, say nail polish or something like that. But it's new, it's innovative, it's fast, it's dynamic and whatnot, and you just want something, boom, just very, 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 very short, very attention grabber. You will go for a Facebook ad for that. Okay. So it depends on what both can be targeted. So something that most people don't know is that the power of Facebook, and the reason it's so popular with marketers, is that you can target your audience. So you can of course target the followers on your page, but what's more important is you can target people by age, by location, by interest. Yeah. So you can really narrow down your audience and really have this ad showing only to the people that would be interested. And I tend to do that with the hair loss center, because it is a very specialized thing. And I mean, everybody, I think, and Aileen and I speak to this all the time, is that it doesn't matter if we're a hair salon, we should have a specialty. Yes. So whatever your specialty is, you can target that, so you can reduce
you know, the amount of people that maybe will see it, but you can hone in and target on the correct market that you want.
You get a better return on your investment this way.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, let's switch over to Instagram, because the two in some ways are really linked. And I know you have some views on Facebook versus Instagram, or Instagram versus Facebook. So I'd love to have you share that with us, Catherine.
Okay, so what's really important when you are choosing your social media is platform is that you format your images properly. So every platform has a different size for their image, and I would recommend a little website called canva.com. It's canva.com. You can get a free account, and they have a way they have pre-done template, if you will. So you want to do a post on Facebook, this is the format. You want to do something on Instagram, this is the format.
Yeah.
So
I use Canva all the time. And again, if I can use it, anybody can use it. Trust me.
And it's really great because I'm sure you've seen posts on Facebook where the image is oversized, or you can't see, or and it's just so annoying, and it also reflects on your business. I truly believe that. So first, use proper formatting for your images. Facebook has a tendency to do a lot with videos and you can do a lot of text and sceneries and things like that. When Instagram, it's more about people. It's much more powerful about people. So again, going back to the salon, you have you're doing a haircut, or you're doing a hairdo and whatnot. You can do a little video and directly post it on Instagram. Instagram, you have to do from your cell phone or from your tablet. You can't do it from your desktop, unfortunately, which for me, it makes it a bit more difficult sometimes, depending on the business you're in. But I understand, like, you're all into the beauty business. So pretty much you could directly, snap a picture, snap a little video, and post it directly on your Instagram page.
Now, I think you told us earlier too, Kath, that when somebody posts on Instagram, immediately feeds over to the...
Okay, so you can link your Instagram account with your Facebook account. So here's a little word of advice. If you're doing if you're posting on both at the same time, don't go from Facebook to Instagram. Always go from Instagram to Facebook. A reason for that is, if you go to Canva and create an account, you will notice that the two pictures are quite different. Facebook is a bit of more of a rectangular picture, and Instagram is a bit of a square picture. And the square picture will fit your Facebook newsfeed, while the rectangular one will not fit your Instagram newsfeed. So now again, we're going back to formatting. That
was something I learned today, because I totally didn't understand that.
So yeah, and a lot of people don't realize that. So you're going to create. So you have your Facebook account, your business Facebook account, sorry, and then you are going to go and create your Instagram account. And somehow, at one point, they are going to ask you if you want to link them. It's actually quite easy. Just follow the prompt, go for it, and eventually the two pages will be linked. Also, when you're doing your posting on Instagram, it will ask you, do you want to have this posted on Facebook? Yes or no? And you'll say yes, and then it posts. The one thing I would say about social media is, and that's just a pet peeve of mine, do not go for automatic posting, because you never have control on how it looks, and the look is everything. And again, going back to your business, it reflects on your business. Picture badly formatted,
and we're a very visual business.
Exactly.
Okay,
So
well, wait a sec. What's automatic posting? Didn't we just say we should sit down and schedule our post? Isn't that automatic posting?
No, that's not automatic. Automatic posting is, say, you want to use, and now we're getting into a bit of a deeper level, but say you have some applications that allow you post on Instagram, and without asking you, they'll automatically post on Twitter, or they automatically post on Facebook. I don't like doing that, because you have no control of what's going on your newsfeed, and it has to look good. It has to look professional, right?
Got it.
So that's what I schedule is not automatic posting, because you have control. You said, this is what we're going to post.
All right. Now, as Instagram, can you buy ads or boost product on Instagram?
Yes, you can. And for that, you go through Facebook, because a lot of people don't realize Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same people. So often when you can do that on a boosted post, but on an Facebook ad, you can have your ad run on Instagram as well if you have an account, which is really a bonus because now you're reaching more people with the same amount of money.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
I love that.
And
That's invaluable information.
And I have to say, you know, my business in Winnipeg, one of my shareholders there, Sherry, she has made it her mission to learn as much as she can about social media. And there are some great online courses that you can take about social media that are not terribly expensive, but it's time. So it's you know, investing your time to do this.
It's working on your business, not in your
always
business.
in your business.
Well,
And I will say that, you know, since Sherry has been posting to Instagram, to Facebook, and she does, her images are beautiful. I will say our marketing budget has actually gone down because because your reach is greater. It is. And I mean, the amount of people on our Facebook page is really, you know, huge now.
And I think one of the things that we really need to remember, because Kath and I talked about this a lot, and if you were part of the last 3 webinars on following guest path experience, and we talk about the follow-up, because what we want to do is stay in touch with our clients when they're not in front of us. And of course, social media is one of the most important follow-ups that we can do. So it's extremely important.
Yeah.
Sorry
to interject, Eileen, but I was just going to give a little example of something I did this past week. We have, you understand that the business I have here is a hair loss, and we do wigs and hair loss, but we had 2 drawers full of discontinued wigs. So I decided to take pictures of all of them and put it up on Facebook, and then send the post out. So I did a Facebook, I boosted the post because I wanted to actually have more of a description than an ad would have let me do. Within 2 days, I had sold 6 of the discontinued wigs. One lady came in and ended up buying a whole bunch of other things other than the discontinued wigs. To me, that is a win. And that was $20.
Yeah.
That cost me $20.
Well, and speaking of that, Catherine, is the Facebook marketplace a good place to do things like that? And does it also help out in the business arena?
It could. It certainly gives you great exposure. Just understand that often people that are going through places like marketplace and whatnot are often looking for discontinued or discounted items.
Yeah,
however, bargains and things like that. However, it could be a great place to put a sale on or something like that. The marketplace is attached to your personal profile. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to touch base for 1 second about your personal profile, because a lot of people have a difficulty between personal profile and business page. As a business owner, I highly recommend every business owner to have a business page, and then to professionalize your personal page. They are linked anyways, and there's just really no way around that. If you don't want things to be known about your private life, really don't post it on the internet, because eventually it will suffice no matter what you do. But it could be a great ally for you to play your personal page and your business page together.
For sure. And the other thing is that when you post on your business page, make sure that you're sharing also on your personal page.
Yes.
And that's really easy to do. And if you've got a business page, you make sure that all of your staff are also sharing on their timelines what the business is, because again, it extends your reach.
Well, they're your ambassadors.
Yeah, for sure. And I really do have to say, when you do have a business and you have a business page with your personal page, please be really careful what you are posting on your business page. I have seen so many people who have, I have liked their business page, and then all of a sudden I see somehow something to do with their personal page, and they're on a rant about something that could offend a lot of their clients.
Exactly.
Just be really mindful what you put up on on any kind of
Remember what we talk
platform.
about that goes in the salon, and again, the type of topics that you should avoid in conversation in the salon. It's the same thing is true in social media. Avoid politics, religion, and sex.
And there are great ways that Vagaro can help you with your social media. Unfortunately, we don't have the slide
That shows us.
I can't bring it up because I have a blank screen. I am so sorry. However, Vagaro, one of the things that Vagaro does, if you take great images of anything to do with your business, you can submit it to them and they will put it out, or they may choose it to go out on their page. And that opens you up to like a huge audience, you know, because every single person is attached to a lot of people.
Exactly.
So if you are taking great images, please feel free to send them into Vagaro. There will be, you can get a PDF of what they will be sending it out, I think later today or tomorrow. And it will tell you exactly all of the things that Vagaro can support you with your social media platforms.
For sure. Let's have quickly follow up with the last few items on social media as we are getting close to our end. But Catherine, we've talked about LinkedIn before, and I know you feel really strongly that all of us should have a LinkedIn profile. It's not the same as Facebook or Instagram, but just give us a quick overview.
Well, LinkedIn is it's a professional platform, so it's business. It's more like business to business. And the reason I feel that everyone should have a good LinkedIn profile is because we eventually all do business with other businesses, right? And when say for example, I go to Toronto and maybe I'm looking for a hairdresser. The first place I may be looking at is LinkedIn. I'm going to look for my own network, right? Who is there that I can go to? Kind of idea. So you will get those type of referral, and it's a great place to go. But it can also open you to opportunities. Again, you may have a business looking for a consultant coming in and doing a grooming seminar for their staff or something like that. And now also then you're showing up for your city or your location.
Right. So it's just another way of networking.
It is another way,
which is phenomenal. It's a great online way of networking.
But it doesn't take the care and attention that some of the other programs.
That is correct.
Right?
Yes.
So it makes it really worthwhile to spend a few, maybe an hour or so getting a LinkedIn account and getting a good profile, because, earlier we've used the wedding business as an example. And that's a perfect thing. Somebody's looking for, say, a wedding consultant or whatever. They might look online at LinkedIn. So get your LinkedIn profile up there, okay? You're not going to spend a lot of time on it, but it's going to be there.
So wrapping up, Catherine, because we are running out of time, what would be your 3 strongest points to have people take away with them?
Pick 2 platforms that you're comfortable with and where your customers are. Be consistent with your posting, and you may not see a result right away, but just keep at it. On the internet, often you're getting results when you don't even expect it anymore. Sometimes it can take a little while to get things going. So 2 platforms, consistency, social media schedule, and keep at it.
That is awesome. And of course, my pet peeve is make sure you keep your website fresh.
Oh, that goes without saying.
Yeah. And we do apologize for not having any slides today, but we do know that Vagaro has some important information for you. So if you'd like to follow up with them, please contact them at support
at Vagaro.com.
Support at Vagaro.com. And if you'd like to reach out to Catherine or I, the other Catherine and I, you can reach us at 2blondessales@gmail.com. And if you'd like to get a hold of Catherine Potent, send a note to Catherine and I, and we just may share her with you. But only if you're really nice.
And Catherine, we just really want to thank you for sharing your expertise with the audience. It's invaluable. Thank you for giving us your time today.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure being here.
Thanks, everybody. And we will see you next month.